What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently from now on. I want to be posting on my YouTube as much as possible, but that doesn't mean that I'm going to stop doing the videos I was originally doing before. But I want to start covering some topics of some interesting things that I find, or just some creepy things in general that I think you guys will enjoy. So starting off today, I'm going to talk about the Dybbuk Box. The people who follow me on TikTok seem to be very interested in this topic, and because I only have 60 seconds on TikTok, I figured I would make a full YouTube video explaining the Dybbuk the best way I can. So let's jump right in. The Dybbuk Box is supposedly the world's most haunted item. Now, I don't want to confuse anybody. There are multiple Dybbuk boxes in the world, but the one I'm going to be talking about today is the one that was made famous by this video. This video was released in 2018. Obviously, it shows Post Malone inside of Zach Bagans' haunted museum. Now, Post Malone doesn't directly touch the box, but Bagans does. And as you could see in the video, Post Malone touches Zach while he's touching the Dybbuk Box. So he kind of indirectly touches the Dybbuk Box, and a lot of people call this a transfer of energy. But just to give you a little backstory, the woman who first acquired the Dybbuk Box was a survivor of a Nazi concentration camp during the Holocaust. It was then purchased by an American man at an estate sale in 2001. So once the American man purchased the box at the estate sale, he learned that it was a family heirloom. When he learned that it was a family heirloom, he offered to give it back to the family, but the granddaughter of the woman who originally bought the box in Spain insisted that he keep it. Kind of weird, right? Well, it turns out that the grandmother of the family had bought the box, but she kept it inside of her sewing room because she was convinced that a Dybbuk was inside of it. In Jewish mythology, a Dybbuk is an evil possessing spirit that is believed to be the dislocated soul of a dead person. So the American man brought it home with him, and he opened it. When he opened the box, he found 2 pennies from the 1920s. He found a lock of blonde hair and a lock of brown hair. There was a small statue with the Hebrew word shalom engraved, which means hi, goodbye, and peace. He also found a small golden wine goblet, a few dried rosebuds, and he found a single candle holder with octopus-shaped legs. This American man, his name was Manus, and he originally bought the box so that he could gift it to his mother for her birthday. And his mother's birthday just so happened to be on Halloween. When he gifted the box to his mother, she suffered a stroke, and that's when he decided to get rid of the box. Every single person that has owned the Dybbuk Box has all complained of the smell of cat urine and jasmine flowers, and they all have the same nightmare, including the same old woman. After Manus got rid of the box, a student in Missouri took over it. That student claimed that the box caused the lights inside of their house to go out, and his hair started to fall out. So the student put the box up for auction on eBay, and then it sold to a man named Jason Haxton. Jason Haxton is the author of a book called The Dybbuk Box, and this book is specifically about his time with the Dybbuk Box. Jason claimed that he suffered really crazy health problems that he hadn't had before he got the box. Those health problems included hives, coughing up blood, and head-to-toe welts. Jason then called a Jewish rabbi to help seal the box, and then he went ahead and hid it in a secret location. He later dug it up and donated it to Zach Bagans. Zach Bagans stars on Ghost Adventures, and he has a museum of haunted items. The Dybbuk Box is now available to see inside of Zach's museum, but it's usually kept underneath a glass case. When Post Malone came to visit Zach's museum, Zach thought it would be a good idea to put the ashes of a dead woman who died from possession on top of the Dybbuk Box. Don't know why he would ever think that this was a great idea, but that's what he decided to do. Then he touched the box, and Post Malone got really freaked out. As you can see in the video, he flips the light switch on and then grabs Zach. Since it's been on display, Zach, museum staff, and visitors have all claimed to see black shadows, fainting, feelings of nausea, anxiety, and even more. Zach has also talked about how when he first got the Dybbuk Box inside of his museum, these weird protruding holes began to appear in the walls, almost as if something was trying to break free. So now, what happened to Post Malone after he indirectly touched the Dybbuk Box? Well, I'll tell you. Post Malone, along with about 15 other passengers, boarded a flight from Orange County to London. The plane's back wheels blew out, and they were forced to make an emergency landing. They had to fly in the air for 5 hours straight before landing it safely. I can't even imagine the panic that would be going through my head. 5 hours? Then, while he was on tour, his house was broken into by 3 armed men. Thankfully, though, it was his former residence. Lastly, he got into a pretty serious rollover car accident that totaled his Rolls Royce. That sucks. This is the interview that Post Malone gave when he joined the Joe Rogan podcast.
I'm friends with Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures, right?
Oh.
And it's like,
Did he ever take you to a haunted house?
we did a whole episode. You should check it
Did you
out.
get scared?
It's terrifying. It's terrifying, man. And in his museum, so apparently there's a thing called the Dybbuk Box, which is one of the most haunted items in the world, apparently. And he wanted to, so we took the glass case off of the Dybbuk Box, which is in his museum in Vegas. And he thought it was a sick-ass idea to put the ashes of a lady who died while she was possessed on top.
Whoa.
And then my plane almost crashed. I was in a car accident. My house got robbed, and I had bite marks on my arm. And he hit the wall like I've never seen someone in fear so hard as whenever he touched it. And it's I don't know if it's someone who's dead or if it's a demon or if it's fucking something dimensional. But it's something there that goes bump in the night, I suppose.
There is a movie that's based off from the Dybbuk Box, and that is a movie called The Possession. It came out in 2012. I'm pretty sure I saw it as soon as it came out, and that was, 8-9 years ago, so I don't really remember what it's about, and I can't tell you whether I recommend it or not. But if you're interested in learning a little bit more about the Dybbuk, you can either check that movie out, or you can read the book The Dybbuk Box that I talked about earlier. If you liked this video, please make sure to like, comment, and share, and subscribe if you want to see more. Make sure to turn on your post notifications so that you get notified when I post. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. Have a great weekend.